So, welcome back to the S.L.I.D.E podcast. I got to figure out a new way to do that, Allie. I am your host, Coach Aaron, and I am joined with my lovely co host, Coach Allie. How are you doing, ma'am?
I'm great. I feel like every time we log on to talk to each other, I'm either sunburnt or complaining about how hot it is. So
I know it, and I'm still wearing a hoodie. So, that's not okay. Where are you at today?
I am flying home from Orlando, Florida. I was out here for the MLB Trailblazers event, supporting some of my girls that play for our organization and the other 96 invitees. So I'm headed home and uh, currently sitting in the airport.
Yeah, you're in the Disney airport, so you're gonna have families going and coming to Disney. If they're coming, just go ahead and tell them to hand you the money right then. Because they're traveling. They have to have some money if they're coming into that airport.
I'll just tell them to take me with them.
Yeah, for real, you could do that. You could throw on some Mickey ears. But so you said something about Trailblazers. What's this Trailblazer program?
Yes, the
Because
MLB Trailblazer.
our guest today is a Trailblazer, and we haven't told anyone yet who this is. But see, I do this all the time, Allie. The name is already in the title. They already know who we're talking to today. But I like to keep it a surprise, at least until she starts. So I'm sorry. Go ahead. What's a Trailblazer?
Well, I mean, I agree. The name's in the title, but like the way you introduce them has to be important. So, MLB Trailblazers event is 96 young ladies, ages 11 to 13, are flown out, all expenses paid trip by MLB, and they get 2 to 3 days of instruction by Team USA coaches, MLB staff, players. So 11 to 13 years old. Some of these girls have never been away from their parents before. Some of them have never been on a flight. This whole weekend was that. They were away from their parents. Some of them flew unaccompanied. Security met them at the airport, dropped them off at Jackie Robinson Training Complex, and these girls competed all weekend. It was really cool.
That's awesome.
Gives me the
So
chills every time.
I just got chills myself. I swear I just got chills in my hoodie. I don't know. All right. So today we're talking to a Trailblazer. So this Trailblazers plays 8U. I'm sorry, not 8U, 11U. I'm reading the wrong thing here on my notes. 11U, third base, outfield, pitcher. Um, I don't want to give away anymore. Aaliyah, how are you doing, ma'am?
Good.
Good. So tell everyone who you are and what you're doing here and going to talk to us about.
I'm Aaliyah Marquez. I play for the ball girls and go coaching for my travel team. Um, I just went to Orlando and we're about to go to Cooperstown, and I'm very excited about that. And I was born in Houston, Texas, but now I live in Dallas.
And she's a Cowboys fan. So, well, you were born in Houston. Are you still a little bit of a Texans fan or
A little bit for
look,
baseball.
look at Allie's like covering up her face. So she said so she's an Astros fan.
Yes.
Look, it's okay.
Are
It's
you
okay.
that she's an Astro fan, you mean? Now
It's
what's the
okay that
deal?
she's an Astros fan, and only because she plays for me.
All right.
I'm just
So
kidding, Aaliyah.
all right, Aaliyah, we're gonna. I just derailed this conversation really quickly on the Astros. So, um, now weren't they like accused of cheating a few years ago? Now, see,
Um,
I don't follow MLB very closely, so I'm not putting you out there. But like, is it still in signs?
I believe so. I think they put they did something with trash cans, and they had something on our two-ways shirt. So that's why Altuve hit a home run off of like the Yankees.
That's the Yankees, though. That's fine. You give them a pass on the Yankees, or at least I do. I don't know. All right. So, Aaliyah, you've been playing baseball for a while, I believe, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, I think the question that most people generally have when we talk to girls in baseball is, well, there's softball. Have you played softball, tried softball, didn't like softball?
I played softball for a little bit, but I really didn't like it. And I tried softball multiple times, but I don't think softball is my sport. So I just stick with baseball.
What's the difference to you between the two?
The pitching is way different. is like really hard to see because it's coming a little fast. And base running because you can't like get a lead off. And I think that's the only difference.
So you like to play, I mean, now baseball is coming pretty fast now. I mean, now granted, it's a little bit further back, right? So is that what you meant? Is because the distance between the plate and the pitcher's mound?
Yes.
Yeah. It's kind of scary because it looks like those girls are like running at you. And
Yeah.
like, I mean, like I'd seriously like jump out of the box, probably. I don't know.
Get in the
So,
box against Aaliyah.
well, I would. Now, I mean, I'm not to say I think she's got a few pitches up her sleeve, but she might have me ducking out too. So, what age did you start playing baseball?
When I was 6,
And you just never
6 years
stopped.
old. Correct.
Well, I know people have to ask you sometimes, like, "Hey, why are you still playing baseball? Why don't you go over to the other field and play softball?" Do people
They say
ask you
that
that?
all the time.
What do you say?
I say no, I think baseball's my sport and
And
I
what
should be
is
able to play it.
I agree. I 100%. I thought you were trying to argue with me. She was trying to like, I should be able to play it. Like, I think she should. Like, if you can
Yeah,
hang,
don't tell her she can't.
yeah, if you can hang, like, then jump in. So, what do the people normally say though when you say, I think baseball's my sport?
It's usually the parents saying that because, well, I don't know how to explain it. Um,
Allie, now we've had some conversation about parents and the perception, even with the parents of some of the girls that may even be playing on the teams. Like, parents seem to be very opinionated when it comes to girls in baseball as well, right? You're muted, by the way. There
Correct,
you
correct. I think it starts with Aaliyah's parents. First off, her family is great. They're very supportive and they make sure that she gets to any event that she can make to put herself out there and continue to do that. This girl travels all around the country just to play baseball, whether it's with our girls, whether it's with other people. Her travel team in Texas, and she's also a part of the Texas Rangers Youth Academy
I
team.
know, yeah.
So I mean, she held out on that one for a second, but the parent support from this young lady's family is what keeps her going. Um, Her little brother pushes her, but you can see those banners in the background of that garage. That's her little training area. She earns all of that. It's all hard work.
I see PG in the back there. You
yes,
played in some perfect game.
yes.
How hard was that? Or was it even hard at all?
It was a little hard. There was a little competition, but some were like easy.
So Allie opened it up. She said you were a part of the Texas Rangers Youth Academy. What does that mean? Because at one point in time in my life, I was a Rangers fan. So does that mean you're a part of the Rangers organization or what?
I'm a part of their traveling team,
Okay.
12U, and we just went to Louisiana, and it was a pretty fun experiment.
Hold on one second. So how did you get involved with the Texas Ranger program?
Ooh, I think my dad signed me up to the program,
Mm-hmm.
and after he signed me up, I just kept on going and going, and we went to this trip in Louisiana, and it was really good competition out there, and there's really hard teams out there too.
So now when you go to these competitions and these big tournaments, are you going as a pitcher first or are you going as an infielder outfielder? Which one do you want to show up as first?
The pitcher,
The pitcher. Now, how fast do you throw in? Because you got to have a good fastball.
I throw 64, 63. My fastest is 68.
Shoo. That's a big now that 68, that's a 5 mile increase over it sounds like what your normal peak is there. You must have
Yeah.
had some extra special power that day. So what all other pitches do you have? So you have a fastball. It sounds like it's booking pretty good. Now, is
Yes.
that sort of atypical for this This age group, 11, 12 years old?
A little bit.
Okay. Okay.
I throw changeups, knuckle curve, and slider.
Now I saw you throw a knuckle curve. Like you don't even just throw a curve, you throw the knuckle curve. Like, how did you adapt that
Yes.
pitch?
Oh, I went to my pitching coach and he taught me how to throw it, and I just fell in love with it.
Now, all right, let me find me a ball. So a knuckle curve, am I going, I got one finger up, right?
Uh-huh.
All right, so I've got the laces. I'm going this way with and the knuckle up. Is that how I'm throwing it? Oh,
Oh, I can't really. You're gonna like this,
okay.
and you're gonna just do that.
Ah, and when I throw, am I pulling down?
Yes.
Okay. Look at her. I'm getting some baseball training right here, Allie. And so the knuckle.
You might end up catching her
Yeah.
for
So
some practice for you.
yeah. So I have this like ongoing battle with everyone on the show, and apparently every guest that we've had on the show since it's been brought up is I think I could, if I geared up and I had all my protective gear on, I could go in there and I could take a fastball from well, I don't know about an MLB pitcher. We were
It
saying
started with college.
it started with college. We're going to keep it at college right now. But I will say, I did catch a professional pitcher last month down in Savannah, Matt Wolf. He pitched me a couple and he hit about 84, maybe 83, 85. And my hand was hurting the next few days. So, anyway, Aaliyah, you think I could catch you?
Yes.
You throw the knuckle curve. How bad is that knuckle curve drop?
It's nasty.
Yeah,
You better
Yes.
be ready to drop and block that knuckle curve.
that's
It
what I'm
comes
thinking.
off the table.
Like, so what's your ERA look like? Have you guys keep up with all that stuff these days, right?
A little
Sometimes.
sometimes.
Okay. So I mean, what's your strikeouts? Are you the movement girl, or are you the just you blow them away with speed?
Oh, I'm like both. If they
Okay.
hit my fastball, I'm gonna throw my knuckle curve.
Okay. Now I heard you like the fact that you get to pitch against boys. Have you ever had
Yes.
one of the boys that you struck out come back and say something to you at the end of the game? Maybe give you a compliment because you got them.
Yes.
Hold on one sec. All
They
right.
say great pitching, and they say great pitching at the end of the game, and they'll come up to me and just say, "Wow, you're a great pitcher,"
That's awesome.
and
That's
that's it.
good. What do you say? You give them a little trash talk? I think she's freezing up a little bit on
No,
us.
I just say thank you.
Oh, okay. Well, good. Well, see, you gotta take a little bit of it, and then you just like look. You play baseball. Striking out boys is normal. Like that ain't even nothing new anymore, right, Allie? Like I
Yeah.
guess the first one is a big deal, but after that, it's just baseball. So whoever steps up to bat, whether it's a guy on stilts or another girl. Have you ever pitched against another girl in
Yes.
a not in an all girls setting? Have you ever played against some other girls?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you now when they step up to the plate, are you ready to just blow them away?
Yes.
Okay. All
So
right.
the fun thing is, Aaliyah actually didn't start with our organization. She was a free agent put on a team for a girls' tournament, and the team wasn't taking an older division the next year. And Aaliyah was happened to be aging up and got connected with some of our girls. Has been a part of the organization since then. Um, but we spent a lot of time talking on pitching with her. She's a beast hitter too. She may represent our girls team in Cooperstown for the home run derby there. So
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Now, have you got your new war stick in yet?
Yes.
Which one did you get?
I got the Gunner, the gray one, and I got some batting gloves, these Texans.
Oh, the Texas ones. I saw that.
I got these because I'm from Texas. and I got these gold ones.
I love those. Mm-hmm.
And then I got a war stick hat and a battle jersey.
Look, can you slide me one of those? Like, just get me one of those. I'm trying to get Ben Jenkins to hook me up with a couple of those, and he still just he's playing hardball with me, so he likes you guys better than he does me. But it's okay. That is so awesome, though. So you're going to go to the home run competition?
Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe.
How does that work? So I've never been to Cooperstown, so I'm hoping that this is going to be my first one to attend. But how do the home run now? You just have someone throw in just regular BP, and you're taking like 10 pitches, like the MLB does.
Well, there's a lot of people like coming to hit the home run derby, and you go
Mhm.
against those people, and sometimes it's for second base, and whoever hits the most home runs will, I guess, get a bat or get something.
You're going to get a lot of bragging rights if you win that one.
She's
Now,
gonna get a lot of bragging rights just for entering that one. I
for
think a lot of
sure,
our girls are, for sure.
how many are you going to have in it, you think, Allie?
I
Well,
mean, well, so you only get one hitter per team for the skills
ooh,
competition. So it'll be between Aaliyah and Ashlyn.
that's
I
what I
think
was
the
going to
two of
ask.
them. I think the two of them are at a point where they could sit there together and talk it out. Um, they both have power. They both have pop. It's just going to be fun to watch no matter who represents us. Ashlyn is going with her boys team the next weekend, so she might compete with them in the home run derby, which um, I think opens up that spot for Aaliyah if she doesn't already have it, because she's a big hitter. She hits
So,
line drive, she hits balls off the wall, and then she hits them over.
Aaliyah, now I've had Ashlyn on here already, and she's a baller. I mean,
Mhm.
I've seen some videos of her. You can stand toe to toe with her.
Well,
It's okay. You can say it. Look at that big smile.
Yes, you
we st
can, girl.
yeah.
That is freaking awesome. That is. Look, I'm serious. Like, I'm hoping I get to Cooperstown to get a chance to meet you girls, and I'm going to be there. And I need a ball girls hat because I'm going to be pulling for the ball girls, and we're going to have some fun. Are you? No, is this the first time you got to go to Cooperstown, Aaliyah?
Yes.
Yeah. What are you looking forward to most?
Um, us winning it and seeing really good competition out there.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. She don't have a big hopes and dreams. She just yeah. When we win it, and then she gets to look at all the boys' faces when they win. I mean, I'll do it. So, man, this is pretty awesome. Tell me what your best baseball memory is. So, unlike most girls your age, we've had some softball players on the show as well. But what's your favorite memory when you think back about your time playing baseball? What is it?
Hitting my grand slam.
Oh, snap. Like, that's a pretty good one right there.
Yeah.
All right, you tell me about how it all happened. All right, like tell me pitch count, so what was the score, all that good stuff.
I don't remember the score, but I think we were down by 4.
Okay.
No, we were down by 3.
Oh, okay.
And I think everyone got a hit and some 2 players got walked and it was bases loaded. Then I was up. I was super nervous. I get nervous when there's bases loaded. It was 2 outs. Um, the first pitch was a strike and the second pitch was a ball. Then he threw me, I believe it was a changeup, and I just hit it and it went over the fence.
Now, when did you realize that it had went over the fence?
Well,
Did it
it
feel like it?
didn't feel like it.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
So your nerves must have been there, huh? So you must have been
Yes.
feeling the nerves. Well, so you rounded first and you realized.
Everybody, yeah, everybody was yeah, everybody was running and then I just went over and I just
That is so. I got cold chills again, Allie. That's pretty awesome. I see. I never got to hit a home run. Like I played even up into the high school level, and I never got to experience a home run. So, like when I'm in Cooperstown, you're gonna have to like go up and hit one for me. Okay,
okay.
that'll work. With the big gunner. You didn't get the pink one like the other girls did. Why didn't you get the pink one?
I just didn't want to be like the other girls,
Okay.
so I just chose my bat I wanted.
All right. Okay. Well, very cool. Well, what else do you want to tell us? Do you have anything else you want to tell us about you?
Um,
Now, who's sitting over there to your right? Is that Dad?
I was gonna say, is mom, dad, little brother there?
it's my mom.
Okay. Okay. Well, I didn't know if it was Big Mac. Your little brother goes by Big Mac, right?
Yeah,
Okay. I didn't know if it was Big Mac over there. We were gonna have to introduce him. So,
he'll come right now.
okay. Where's he at?
Yeah,
He's coming. He's with my
let's go.
he's with
Uh,
my sister right now watching him.
Okay. Now, how
Yeah.
old is he?
Oh, I think he's 9.
Oh, snap. She
9.
thinks he's 9.
He is 9.
She had confirmation. That's good. Now, do you guys get to practice with each other, huh?
Every single day.
How's that work? Who's the most competitive one of you?
Me.
Yeah,
Yeah. He
that's
gets
not
lazy
good.
sometimes, so
He gets what?
Called out.
lazy sometimes.
Oh, you know what? I bet that is that Allie. You've been around baseball. Do you think the boys have more tendency to be lazier than the girls do? I feel like the girls
Uh,
don't take plays off.
it's the mentality. The girls are the underdogs to start. The guys have some of that strength. So sometimes it does come easier for the younger boys where they feel like they're strong enough. They don't necessarily have to work as hard. But trust me, you see some of these training videos, Big Mac's working his butt off in the garage.
Big Mac, there he is. All right, Big Mac, what's up, dude?
So
Now, Aaliyah says she's the most competitive one. Did she beat you up pretty bad out there when y'all were practicing together?
yes.
Why do you let her do that, man?
No, she practices with a different team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Now, who's better at baseball, you or her?
me.
That's what I wanted to hear. Got to have a little confidence, Big Mac. Now, where did your name Big Mac come from?
I think my dad made it up.
Did he? I think McDonald's would say they made that up.
Yeah, and he loves cheeseburgers and
Dude,
hamburgers.
I love, what's your favorite cheeseburger? Do you have a favorite one?
Nah.
Five Guys or Smash Burger or any of those?
Plain plain cheeseburger, just meat and cheese.
Hey, keep it simple. Don't got to do anything crazy. Well, this is
Carbs, protein, power.
that's it. I love that's my favorite food. My son asked me the other day, Daddy, what's your favorite food? And I said a cheeseburger. Just can't mess up a cheese. Well, actually, you can mess up a cheeseburger, but we should do an episode on cheeseburgers, Allie, because Mateo was telling us about his cheeseburgers at Slater's, and I'm like half bacon, half beef. That sounds pretty amazing.
I got In-N-Out out here. You in California? Are you sure you want to compete?
No, I'm not worried about In-N-Out.
And then I was disgusting.
See, In and
Breaking my
Out,
heart, Aaliyah.
In and Out's got sort of like this reputation, but when I went to the one in Vegas, it really didn't. It wasn't nothing much different than a McDonald's cheeseburger to me. Like, there's going to be a lot of people that's mad at me right now, probably, but I don't
Maybe.
know. To me, Five Guys blow them away.
See, I don't have Five Guys burgers in California. We got Five Guys pizza.
Yeah, see, that's weird. Now, Aaliyah and Big Mac, y'all got Five Guys out there in Texas?
Yes. Yes.
All right, are their burgers any good?
Oh, I have never been there.
Oh, Big Mac, you ever been there?
No.
All right, you need to go. All right. You can't continue to have the name Big Mac unless you go try a Five Guys burger. Okay. We're gonna we have to set an expiration date on that nickname in case you don't try this one out. So it's a pretty good burger. All right, Aaliyah.
All right, coach. 1 second. I got to go board my plane.
Yep.
So I'm going to log off here. But Aaliyah is 11 years old. She is one of the youngest on our squad, and she is one of the hardest workers on our squad. So keep hounding her. Get some information on those training videos because that garage is set up pretty cool.
I see that.
And get Big Mac in there. Let us see your face, dude.
All right.
Squeeze in on
Hey,
that camera.
be safe, Allie.
We'll see you guys. See you, Aaliyah.
See ya.
Bye. Bye.
All right. So I've been wanting to ask, but there's bats hanging up in the background. I see nets, banners. Like, is this where you do most of your work, Aaliyah?
Yes, this is where I do most of my work with my brother and my dad. And there's just a lot of bats out here that we use.
That's awesome. Like, you know what? You must hit off a tee, I imagine, right?
Yes, we have a lot of tea. Let me go show you some of the tea.
Yeah.
Well, we have little tea.
Mm-hmm.
We have this thing where we don't hit outside.
Oh,
We
I
stay
like that.
in,
Yep.
and we just have a regular tea where we do high, low, inside, and outside.
Okay.
And
Now the red one that you have, you can move that arm around, right?
yeah, you can move it around. It's kind of
Okay,
hard. But
I see it. I see.
you can move it
Yeah,
around.
gotcha. I love it. Like you got like this whole training regimen and like different skills. See, most kids like really struggle with hitting off of a tee because it's so boring. I'm just hitting off of a tee. Why is hitting off a tee so important for you?
Well, it's important for me because the way I hit in the garage, it's the way I'm gonna hit in the baseball game.
Mm-hmm.
So I take hitting on the tee very seriously because I really don't want to strike out in the baseball game.
Well, that's so hitting off a tee helps you because you learn to make contact. Well, for the younger kids, they're learning to make good contact. For you, you're working on swing and all that other elevated stuff. So, but for all the kids out there, if you don't own a tee, you need to go get you a tee and a net and just go out and just start hacking. Now, when you go out to the garage, how do you get started? Like, what's the start of your workout look like?
Well, first I would do stretches and do some band works.
Okay.
And sometimes we do deadlifting, sometimes we do arm work, sometimes we do leg work or hitting work. And
Wow.
sometimes we do footing work, hitching outside. But most of the time we do arm work, leg work, and deadlifting.
Okay. Now, who's playing catcher when you're pitching? Dad?
Well, we have a net outside.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Well, I use that net and work on all my pitches out there.
Gotcha.
Or sometimes my brother will catch for me,
Okay.
but
Well,
he gets scared. So
so because you threatened him with the knuckle curve, you about to break him on the knuckle curve.
yes.
Shoo. All right. Well, we're not going to hold you up any longer, but I'm going to tell you, I'm super looking forward to getting to Cooperstown, getting a chance to see you play, and seeing all the ball girls play. Before we end it, though, I do want to ask you, like, what is being a part of the ball girls organization? What has that meant for you?
It's very amazing because you can see other girls work as hard as you do. So it's competitive and it's cool because we're all girls and it's a very great experiment.
Yeah. Well, I think we're going to continue to see more and more presence with girls in baseball because, again, like we said at the beginning, if you can hang, then why not? Just continue to raise the bar, right?
Right.
I mean, I think, if you can go toe to toe with Ashlyn, you two are like the Bash brothers or like the Bash sisters. So when I was growing up, there was Jose Canseco and Mark McGuire, and they used to call themselves the Bash brothers. So, but you could be the Bash sisters. That'd be awesome. Let's tell Allie we came up with a new name for you guys.
Yeah.
she might veto that. So, all right. So the last question that we ask everyone, and I don't think it'll be hard for you, but it's usually the hardest question that we ask. What's your walkout song?
Oh, it's a Mexican song.
Okay.
It's like one of my favorite songs I like.
Okay. Which one is it?
Oh, I don't know how to say it.
Okay. All right. Well, here's what I need you to do. Send me a message with that in there because we're building a Spotify playlist of all of the walkout songs from the show. So send me a
Okay.
message. Make sure mom and dad sends me a message and puts that song information in there so we can add it to the playlist because there could be some other people out there that hear this song and like this gets me hype. So all right. Well, it wasn't that bad, was it?
No.
I didn't think so. All right. Well, we're ending the show. Any final words? How can we find you and find these training videos that Allie was talking about?
Well, usually my dad posts this on his Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
It's Marquez Baseball 8, I believe. And
Okay.
he posts all our training work, everything we do on there, my hits, my fielding, my pitching on there. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Very cool. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We want to have you guys back, of course, after you win Cooperstown, because what better way to come back and celebrate that victory?
Yep.
But until then, I want you to keep working hard. And obviously now I know who you are. So we've already had Olivia on the show. We've had Ashlyn. We had CK. So now I'm gonna know all you ladies by the time I get to Cooperstown. So very excited. Well, thank you very much for listening to the S.L.I.D.E podcast. For those of you out there, I know again you got a lot of options to choose from, and you choose to listen to us. So we thank you very much. If you could do us a favor and go leave us a review on Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcast, all of those different options, go leave us some reviews and make sure to follow us on social media at the S.L.I.D.E podcast show. And that'll be it. All right, Ashlyn, this is the last part of the show. This is where we close it and we say we're wrapping it up. And so what I normally say is I say, all right, well, thank you guys for listening. But until then, and then usually Allie or Jen will say, we'll catch you on the slide. All right.
So what do I say?
You're going to say, we will catch you on the slide.
We will catch you on the slot.
All
Okay.
right. All right. So thank you again for everyone out there. Be safe. Have a great day. And until then, Aaliyah,
We'll catch you on the slot.